So, over the last couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years, since Jesus died, I could argue, but over the last couple of days, there have been some absolutely disgusting things that have been happening in this country. And unless you're living under a rock, you know exactly that I'm talking about the murder, the execution of an innocent American citizen, Alex Jeffrey Preddy, in the middle of the street. I believe I said his name right. I pray I did. And if I butchered it in any way, shape, or form, please forgive me. Um, that man was murdered, executed as an innocent American citizen, defending another innocent American citizen, a woman at that, from being attacked and harassed by multiple male ICE officers who had their masks covered and were pushing this woman and were doing a whole bunch of things they shouldn't have done. That man, being a good human being, being a man of just a man, like I don't know a single man who calls himself a man who is truly a man in the way that God defines a man. If you would have sat there and you would have let that woman get pushed around by 5 ICE agents just because they're ICE agents, I wouldn't have. And the fact that he wouldn't have either, that's a phenomenal thing. We need more people in the world who aren't scared to stand up to these ICE agents just because they have a badge or just because they have a mask on or just because they have a show of force. If they're doing something wrong, if they're doing something unlawful, if they're doing something illegal, which they always are, all they do is things that are unlawful. All they do is things that are illegal. All they do is things to oppress you. All they do is things that should make you mad, that should infuriate you, that should make you want to stand up, that should make you want to revolt against them. And that man was killed for simply standing up for a woman. And then not only was he killed, he was brutally, ruthlessly murdered in the middle of the street for simply trying to protect that woman. He was shot 10 times, I believe, for simply protecting that woman. And if you haven't seen every angle of the video, trust me, I've seen pretty much every single angle, and I can tell you right now, there was no world in which that was a justified shooting at all. The same thing that happened with Renee Good. There is no world where I am about to let Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, whoever that little short guy is who be wearing that coat trying to look like Hitler with an army of 50 guys behind him who just got sent out of Minneapolis, all of you cannot gaslight me. You cannot gaslight the American people into believing that what we are seeing right now is justified, into believing that what we are seeing right now is something that is necessary and something that we should just go along with and say that, hey, this is how America should be. No. You're not about to sit here and try to turn this country into Nazi Germany and think that the American people are too stupid to listen. And people think that we're too stupid to realize. You're not about to sit here and gaslight us like this. You think that we can't see that you're demonic. You think that we can't see that you are run by a love of money, a love of power, a love of yourself, a love of all things that are unholy. You don't think that we can tell that your best interests are not the best interests of the country. You don't think that we can tell that you are a wicked man. You don't think that we've heard all the accusations against you when I'm talking about you, Donald Trump. You don't think we recognize these things as the American people? You don't think there's a reason why we aren't gonna your approval rates are so low and why the people wouldn't reelect you and all of these things, why you have to cheat to win elections and all these things? You want to know why? Because the American people are not stupid. As much as you might try to divide us with these political parties, and I'm talking about Republicans and Democrats alike, as much as y'all might try to divide us, and Democrats, y'all are cowardice. But I'll get to that in a second. As much as y'all may try to divide us, y'all need to understand one thing about the American people. As much as y'all may try to uneducate us, as much as y'all may try to take education away from us, as much as y'all might try to divide us, as much as y'all might try to do everything you can to make us angry, to confuse us, to make us not understand what is going on, when we get together, when we come together the way that God intended us to, as a community that loves one another, that is there for one another, that is watching out for one another, that is protecting one another, that is rebuking and also holding each other accountable, there is nothing you can do to stop us. So I don't think that you realistically understand right now. 80% of the American people are against you, your regime, and what you are doing. I do not care what you are seeing on social media. I do not care what you are seeing on Twitter. I do not care what you are seeing people like Riley Gaines or all these random Republican figures are saying, that these people that are just out there chasing for money, because you can go find videos of J.D. Vance back when Trump first ran talking about how he was a terrible president. Ted Cruz, go do the same thing. Every single Republican right now that's riding Trump to the highest degree for the money, for the power, out of fear, whatever it's wanting to sell their soul to the devil, whatever it is that they are glazing this man behind. You can go find videos right now that exist, that are published on national television networks, of them denouncing the guy the first time he ran, calling him everything short of the Antichrist. And now you're just all of a sudden with it. You want me to believe that that's cool. You want me to sit here and try. You think the American people don't realize that we're getting these historic snowstorms, these historic weather events all throughout the world at the same time as what was supposedly the greatest country in the world is being run into the dirt. You don't think that we're realizing that? Do you not think, and I'm not talking to just Donald Trump, I'm talking to the devil. Do you not think that we're recognizing what you're doing? Do you not think that Jesus' kingdom is not going to win? Do you not recognize that you are powerless? The oppression that Donald Trump, the oppression that this entire regime is trying to put the American people under, it isn't going to work because we are people and we have the power. We are the majority. I don't care if they have the money. I don't care if they have the guns. I don't care. It does not matter. We are the people, and throughout history, there is one thing that has always been a constant. The people, and when they are together, have always had power. They have always won when they are together. How do you think America became a country? That right there is one of the greatest underdog stories of all time. And you don't think we could do it again against Donald Trump? Can we be dead ass? You don't think we could do it again against JD Vance? You don't think we could do it again against ICE? Are you serious right now? This random police force that was meant to be protecting our borders, that was supposed to be out there where Trump's building the wall and doing that, now they're just randomly up there in Minnesota. They're just randomly up there killing American citizens all of a sudden, and then you got Donald Trump and his little boyfriends and girlfriends up there trying to gaslight us into believing that these things are all justified shootings, and that we're sitting here and we're not seeing what we're actually seeing, and you're telling me that I somehow, even though I don't see anything that looks like a gun, there's a gun in his hand and he's about to shoot it at people. You're telling me that even though Renee Good's wheels were turning the opposite direction and she was going slow as hell, she was going to run that man over? You're telling me that even though I watched in the video the bullets go through her driver's side window, that they went through her front windshield, Donald Trump? That's what you're going to sit here and try to tell us? To the Democrats, you're cowards. Because all that speaking up at press conferences talk about Republicans, you have the chance, Congress, you have the chance, Donald Trump, repent, change, force it. You cannot just sit here and try to talk to the man. We're beyond that. Force the change. Do something about it and try to impeach him. Bring him up on charges. Do your job. We have checks and balances that I learned about in 8th grade to protect us against something like this happening, to protect us against an Adolf Hitler, a Kim Jong-un, a Saddam Hussein being in our country. And you're telling me that right now those checks and balances are powerless because the same Democrats that are supposed to be his ops are secretly not doing a damn thing to actually oppose him. They're just talking like they want to. Because when he gets money, they get money the same way. They're all taking money from the same people. AIPAC, Israel, they're all run by the same people. Everything that they are doing is it's biblically evil. It is biblically planned. Everything that they are doing, you need to wake up about. We need to continue speaking out about. You need to continue peeping. You need to continue paying attention. You need to continue watching. You cannot get tired of it. You cannot get discouraged. You cannot sit here and say, there's so much happening that I just don't even want to look at it anymore. That is how they win. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is how they get you. Stupidity is not bliss. Stupidity is exactly what it is. Stupidity. Anthony Edwards, you're a coward. The way that you responded, talking about I don't really be on social media. You are a Minnesota Timberwolves player. I saw the Minnesota Timberwolves hold moment of silences for Renee Good and for Alex Preddy, and they said, fuck ICE, forgive my language, Lord, I'm sorry, this is a spirited video. They said, fuck ICE at the end of both moments of silence, and you want to sit here and tell me you're completely oblivious. You're one of the most famous people in the world, one of the most connected people in the world. You have a job that requires you to talk to hundreds of people a day, every single day, and you're telling me that you're the only person in America that just didn't know what happened to him or to her. You're the only basketball player. Tyrese Halliburton wasn't scared to speak out. Victor Wembanyama wasn't scared to speak out. Donovan Mitchell wasn't scared to speak out. Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't scared to speak out. But you, Anthony Edwards, as the face of that franchise for that home state where a game got postponed the same day that man died, where there are protests going on when it is negative 10 degrees outside, when you have the opportunity right now to be the face of a revolution, to be the face of those protests, to get there and show that city that you are with them, to show the American people that you will be on the right side of history with all the power and the influence that you have, and you don't say a damn thing. You say, man, I just pray for everybody involved. That's not enough. I'm sorry. You don't get to sit here and fake that with me because faith without works is dead. Faith without works is nothing. It's useless. That faith is phenomenal. I pray for everybody involved too. I pray that justice is served, and I pray that these people that are guilty repent. I pray that they do. Genuinely, I do. But at the same time, just because I'm praying for everybody involved doesn't mean I'm about to sit here and just let the devil keep doing what he's doing and I'm not going to speak up about it. Everybody's so worried about Republican versus Democrat and Trump versus whoever and ICE versus us. What you need to be focused about is the bigger picture. This is all connected. Everything that is happening on the earth right now, every war, every rumor of a war, every natural disaster that is intensifying, all of these things that are happening right now are biblically connected. And you can look at me like I'm an idiot. You can look at me like I'm a conspiracy theorist all you want to. You can tell me that the Bible is not real all you want to. But boy, When Jesus come back, you better hope you switch that opinion, because I promise you, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. I promise you, Donald Trump, whatever's going on with Netanyahu and all of them, whatever's going on with Caroline Levitt and all of them, whatever's going on with what's the woman's name, dog? Christy Nome or whatever her name is, whatever's going on with the old short dude in the SS coat, y'all won't win. The money that you have doesn't mean a thing. Money is literally the root of all evil. That's why I will sit here and I will always hate on billionaires. I will sit here. I don't care who you are. If you're LeBron James, it's the same thing. You all get the same energy from me. I will always hate on it. Oh man. Wow. Is there anybody else that I want to call out as being a coward today? I called out all of the Democrats. I called out Anthony Edwards. Anybody in general. If you're on the side of ICE, if you're on the side of Donald Trump, or if you're in the middle, you are lost, you are deceived, you are foolish, you are wrong, you are spineless, you are a coward if you are scared to speak out or scared to voice an opinion. You know, as a human being, what you saw in that video, if you watch it impartially, if you woke up and you didn't know what was going on or who was involved or anything about it, if you woke up one day as a newborn and you saw that video, you in your spirit would know that it was wrong. Put all the biases aside. You know it was wrong. You go watch all of the videos like it. You know it's wrong. You go hear everything Donald Trump is saying. You know it's wrong. You know it's a lie. Get out of the cult. Stop listening to what the devil is telling you. Go read the actual Bible and go actually sit down and reading and stop cherry picking. Go actually read it. Stop listening to your megachurch pastor. Stop it. Go read the word. Go get an intimate relationship with God. It's something that I work on every single day, because I promise you, when you start to see it, you will start to see it. I am not the foolish one here. But anybody on that side over there, I promise you, by the time Jesus come back, if you still over there, you're gonna be wishing the only thing you were was foolish. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching as always. Like I said, I am praying for everybody right now, man. I really don't even know what else to say. Everything that's going on right now is so insane to me. I can't even voice to you how frustrated these things get me. Like, if you know me in the everyday, you can go ask my fiance, you can go ask my homies, like my mother, anybody that I talk to on the everyday. The level to which this stuff genuinely frustrates me, especially because you see so many people who just aren't getting it, because you see so many people who are just blind, who don't have the eyes to see or the ears to hear the truth, as the Bible would say. It is so infuriating, frustrating, and saddening to me, because it's like, on the one hand, it makes me want to get out of my body. Like, it makes me want to literally argue. Like, I get so angry to the point I wanted to fight people, but then I'm like, that is literally what the devil wants too. But, like, it's just all so frustrating, man. But what did Jesus say? Take heart, for I have overcome the world. Eventually, it'll work out. Jesus is going to come back, and everything that we've gone through here and everything that all the turmoil and stuff that we've been through here will not compare to anything to the gifts that we have once we are in heaven, man. So all I beg of all of you is, if you don't believe in God, pray and just say, God, if you are real, show me who you are and show me which God you are. That's all I ask. I'm not asking you to pray and say, you're going to confess your life to Jesus blindly because I told you to. What I'm asking for you to do is just to pray and say, if there is a God, show me yourself. And I promise you, the only one true God that there is, Jesus Christ, will show himself to you. I promise you. If you are somebody that believes in another God, I urge that you would pray and you would say, God, if I am worshiping the wrong God or a false God, show me that, because I promise you, he will show you that. Those of you who are blinded, who are in the middle, who are on the fence about these actions, I pray that you would really start waking up and really start paying attention. I pray that you would really start to look at both sides of things and really start to look at the facts of everything and how they actually are. Because if you look at the facts of everything, you will see that it's not about Democrat versus Republican. It's about them versus the American people. Because without division, none of them have a job. Without division, none of them make the money they make. Without oppression, rest in peace to everybody that has been impacted by everything with ICE, whether it's been in a holding cell that we never heard your name, or you've been on the front lines and you've been in every single news article. To everyone that's lost their life, rest in peace. I pray that God watches over your soul, and I pray that justice is held for those who are responsible To everybody in the world, man, I just pray for all of us. I pray for the world. Jesus will come and save us at some point. You just got to keep trusting. You just got to keep fighting the good fight. You got to keep talking up. You got to keep speaking up. You got to keep your faith. I know it's difficult. I know everything we're looking at is depressing. It's disheartening. It's terrifying, really. But that's what they want. That's what terrorists want. They want you to be terrified. They want you to be disheartened. They want you to not want to fight back. They want you to be so discouraged, so scared that to the point where you will just give in and not even fight back, because that's how oppressors win. Without fear, oppression means nothing, man. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching as always. Please don't forget to keep God first, no matter what, dude. It's sick. I hate them all. Fuck ICE.